What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Supermarket Simulator. Last episode was a very exciting one for us. We got some organization done in the storage room here. You guys can see we got our prep work done, all of the space needed for our brand new items. We got some shelving added on in here, plus just saving up for some cash here for our brand new license that we're going to be getting here today. So today's going to be a very exciting one. Super stoked on that. We're going to be getting our new, our last cleaning license, cleaning products license, at least in the vanilla game here. What's currently available at least, which is going to add some more paper products for us. We're going to be getting some more fabric softeners as well as some toothpaste. So super stoked on that and looking forward to today. And I hope you guys are too. If you guys are, drop a like in the video, show it some love and support. And if you guys are new around here checking this out, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you guys don't miss out on any videos that we are doing here. But without further ado, let's get right into it. If you guys give me one moment here real quick, I actually just need to turn on my fan here. It's getting a little warm in here already. Okay, there we go. Now with fan on, should be good here. So anywho, let's go ahead and, yeah, get right into getting our new license on in here, which is, like I said, really exciting. So we're going to go ahead, do that, and keep on rolling. But hope you guys are having a fantastic day here as well. Happy Wednesday to you all. When I'm recording this here, it's on Tuesday. But, yeah, we are going to continue on with this. Obviously, you guys already know we got to get started by turning off our restockers so they don't mess with all of our progress here. And then we are going to keep on rolling here. So I guess we'll get things started by doing a medium loan here. Go ahead and do that. We obviously need that. We might need the small loan as well. We will see. But licenses, 34.6 leaves us with $489 left. So, yeah, should be good here. Let's see. How many of these do we have? We got 9. So that's what we need of those. And then these are going to be, I think, around 7 or so. So 5. And then toothpaste, I think that's going to be a small box item, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. That stuff we should maybe just order, since it is only right down the street here, too. It actually is right here. Yeah, actually, we should probably just get two of each to begin with. And then we'll go ahead and get all of that stuff added on in and go from there. But, yeah, I'm just very excited to get all this stuff on in here. Really am. But, all right. Yeah, let's get 2 of those. We got 2 of these, and then where is the other fabric softener? Yeah, it's not either of those. I guess, I mean, here's our toilet paper. We know that we're going to need that. And then, wait, where is our other fabric softener? Oh, wait. Oh, we already got it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's right. It's that, and then, yeah, our paper towels. There we are. That's what we needed right there. So let's go ahead. We got all that stuff on in. Let's head on back here. We might even be able to run through 2 days today, honestly. We will see. But, yeah, so there we are. We got all that stuff on in here. I haven't really seen too much feedback from you guys as well on the whole keyboard thing, which actually I want to give you guys a little update. It's kind of a funny story. I just went to go actually find the box for my other one, because I'm one of those people, I keep boxes sometimes. And it definitely became a problem at some point when I ended up clearing out an entire closet full of empty boxes of stuff, my old computer stuff, a while back before, a couple years ago, when we were moving around on a first apartment. And yeah, it was a bit of a problem with that, actually, because I never really realized how much I actually kept for them. And yeah, definitely ended up with just way too much stuff. And didn't mean to, honestly. And, but anyway, so long story short, yeah, this is toilet paper here. But yeah, so long story short, I found the box, which, again, now I don't keep barely any boxes, just a couple random things, like stuff I want to protect, like my headset, keyboard, things like that, if I remember moving or anything like that, or traveling, or bringing it with, whatever it may be. Want to have that. And, but yeah, so I'm actually really glad that I did, because I realized that, I actually have a 2-year warranty on my other keyboard, which is kind of funny, because I looked and I purchased it from Best Buy, which, if any of you guys aren't familiar with that, it's a local, I guess, big box store retailer. I'm sure obviously most of all you guys from the States are definitely familiar with them. But yeah, so I figured out that I think we're going to be short some cash. I don't know, we'll see here. But yeah, so looked at that, got all the information. I figured out that it's only a 1.5 years old, so I actually still have technically... These fit so many, I don't think we need any more of this. Yeah, like we're fitting 24 in there. I don't think we need any more than that, honestly. I think we're okay. But yeah, so they have a 2-year warranty again. I figured out that it's not even a 1.5 years old this point, which I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed I've had pretty good luck with Razer stuff. I've used them over the years for a long time now, and never really had a problem with them. Other than I will say actually last keyboard that I replaced the old one with, or I shouldn't say old one, but my current one kind of. Obviously, we got the new one here that I'm running on right now. But yeah, the one that I replaced that one with had a bit of an issue with that, but I think that was to do more with because it was an analog keyboard, which if you guys are familiar with that. It works really good for some games, but it was messing up because it was like causing a weird thing with my computer at the time. Where my computer was thinking that it was like a controller as well on top of it, and it was causing problems because of that. So I don't really know if, yeah, we're definitely going to need to get, I don't know why I thought that was the wrong. Yeah, we're definitely have to go get the small loan. Because, yeah, no, I purchased one too many of those, but that's all right. Why is that only 6.5? Or you know what, that's... Where's... Oh, I guess those are only 6. So that's why, because we've got an extra half shelf, or an extra, like, a third shelf of it. But the other ones are only 2. But, yeah, so anyways, there was an issue, and I think it was mainly just the keyboard type. If I didn't have the analog thing, it would have been just fine. And it still works. I actually have it sitting in my closet. It still works just fine. Other than that, but because I play some other PC games and stuff like that with the controller, it's kind of messing some things up. So, just kind of said, all right, done with that one. And if any of you guys remember, if you guys were here on the channel in the beginning of it, you guys know what I'm talking about. That we had my Windows key getting tapped like all the time from it. It was very frustrating. So that's again one of the reasons why I was like, okay, let's just be done with it. It's fine. Move on. Oh, you know what? Actually, we need to turn them back on now, as well. Yeah. So, anyways, I went out, got the one that I have been using the last almost year and a half. Little shy of it. It's like a year and 5.5 months. So it's basically a year and a half old. And, yeah, then it's just gotten, you guys have seen, it's gotten progressively worse, like where I open up like a pushing tab or tapping certain keys, buying products in Supermarket Sim, and some other games like with tab and stuff like that, just randomly double clicks, and I guess it's kind of a known issue with some of them with that, so, not gonna lie, a little disappointed with that, especially because they're not cheap, peripherals, but, yeah, so, long story short, I, actually, just before recording this, I was just submitting like an RMA warranty claim with it, and I hope, in the hopes, we're gonna do the same, act like that's 20, that's fine, but I hope that, it will be good then with that, and I hope that way I can get myself actually my hands on a new one then, and I'll just replace the one I had, and then I guess take back the one that's the new one I just purchased, which like I said, I'm not really, I won't say I love it, but I wouldn't say I hate it either, I don't know. Kind of indifferent about it. I've kind of actually grown to like the kind of clicky sound, which I know for the videos it hasn't been doing all that great for that. So I don't know. It's nice because in editing yesterday for today's videos when I'm recording this, and yesterday for you guys, I didn't notice any of the clicking sound or anything short of my mouse. But yeah, so I don't know. Have to see on that. We're gonna go ahead and get open on up though. Look at that. We got now our entire store is filled on up with items, guys. This is absolutely awesome. I'm truly so stoked on that and so happy that we finally have even more new items on in here. And it's honestly looking really good. Really happy with that. We got all of this filled on out. We got these filled on out. We got the toothpaste there. Let's see, is there anything that we could like ditch through here? I mean, technically we can kind of maybe ditch one of these and set up the dog food along the bottom there and then just have a toothpaste right there and then have all of these running down. But, if we have the space, we'll do that. If we don't, then we'll just leave it alone. I also don't know where the pet foods are. Once again, the saga of this. But we actually probably do have enough space. You know what? Let's do that. Not gonna lie, I kind of actually like that idea a little better with that instead. And then we can just move these all over. Yeah, there we go. I think that works out actually out a little better there for that. There we go. So we got that, and then just move the toothpaste on over. And then we can get another one of these added on in. Which, granted, we could probably use one more of those instead, but yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I think that kind of makes sense anyways, the dog food be on the bottom like that. And obviously, eventually, we'll add a second shelf of these, and then the rest of the stuff eventually is going to take over whole half shelves of things, basically. So let's go ahead and just slowly move these on over. I've been trying to kind of give the stalkers time. That way they don't come over the box. They're busy with other stuff. But yeah, I think that works out better. I like that. Yeah, because then it's with the rest of the kind of self-care. We got shampoo, hand soaps. This is a cleaner, but it's almost like wipe kind of stuff. And then again, this can get brought down right there and added onto there. And I think that's awesome. I think it looks really good. I like it. I'm happy with that. Yeah, let me know if you guys have had any similar experiences with any peripheral type stuff like that. Genuinely curious. Because like I said, I've been a fan of Razer stuff. I've had their products for years now, and I've always advocated for them. And I hope that they come through with an easy, smooth RMA process with that, knowing that I have a warranty then with that, which honestly is really nice. So you get a 2-year warranty. Most of the time, it's a 1-year warranty with a lot of companies with a lot of products. So that's kind of what I was expecting it to be. And I didn't even honestly pay attention on the new keyboards box that I'm using right now. On that it was a 2-year warranty with that, which I would assume it is, because my old one is. So I'd assume that that'd be the same thing. But yeah, so if you guys are having any similar issues, just know you most likely have a 2-year warranty with that. But I've gotten some feedback from you guys. Like I've seen some of you guys say like the Steel Series, HyperX, stuff like that. I've been looking at like the Corsair stuff as well. I've been tempted to try some of that out because I've actually seen there's like a... Because I'll be honest, the keyboard I just bought is a $230 keyboard. So it's a very expensive keyboard because I actually really, like I said, I really like the Razer stuff. It goes along nice. I've got all Razer like mouse pad, which actually needs to be replaced anyways. Headset's getting a little bit older at this point. My wireless mouse that I have through them is kind of it comes with a charging dock, and it's honestly really nice. I love having that rather than having I can just throw in the dock. It's almost like a MagSafe type thing. Or I guess I shouldn't say it's not like the new ones are like a MagSafe type of thing. This one's just like a pogo pin style thing where you just have to kind of get it onto the right spot. It kind of is a little tricky, and it's getting to the point where sometimes it doesn't want to charge every now and then, which is fine. And then I've got a different wired mouse that I use in the meantime, like if I'm charging this one, so it's not really a big deal with that. And plus I've got their headset stand and stuff like that, so I have a full Razer setup, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll switch over and try, because again, I've been using Razer stuff for years. So I was like, maybe I'll switch it up and go with like a full Corsair setup or something like that. Again, because I need to kind of replace the mouse. It's getting, it's like, it's probably, gosh, it's probably 3 years old, 4 years old, something like that. So it's getting up there a little bit. And then same with the headset. It's getting kind of on the older side too. It's got some little quirks to it. Nothing really major. It still works really good, but it was a cheaper headset to begin with. So I was like, maybe I'd upgrade or something like that, especially, or change it up, especially if I was going to switch up brands of things. And kind of like to try to stick to one brand, especially with software. If any of you guys are familiar with either IQ or Razer Synapse, you know it's taxing on the computer, and it's kind of a pain to keep them all in sync and everything. So I try to just have like one software if I can. So that's where I'm like, I know it kind of sounds bougie type of thing, where it's like, okay, well, I gotta outfit an entire brand of peripherals, but it's just to keep it simple, one thing, so to have less issues, honestly, is the biggest thing, especially with recording videos and everything. I don't want to have any kind of audio issues or anything like that. Granted, I know it's kind of not really a thing that would affect us so much with the audio issues, being that I'm just getting audio to me through the headset, but not like I'm using the mic which that's one of the things I will say I really like about Razer stuff, is they are very, very clean, sleek. Like this has, I know you guys probably can't even see it, but there is a mic that can come out of here, and it kind of stows away, like very clean looking, very kind of stealthy. And I'm not a huge fan of the Corsair ones, honestly, with that. And what I was going to say, too, is the Corsair mouses, none of them have a charging dock. They're all their wireless ones are just strictly plug-in cable only. Which, granted, mine has a little, I don't know if you guys can see inside, but there's a USB-C port, or I'm sorry, actually micro USB. I didn't realize it was not USB-C. I forgot about that. But yeah, that's another reason I'd like to upgrade that, to eventually get away from... I've kind of been slowly getting away from everything that's outside of USB-C, and it's been really nice kind of ditching all of that. But yeah, so would be another reason to upgrade the mouse at some point, but not really necessarily needed at this point. So, but yeah, again, that's where I was like, maybe the Corsair. try and switch it up, or Logitech. I've had Logitech stuff in the past. I've nothing bad to say about it. Just never been like a huge, massive, like, oh my fan about it. Ever since I switched over to Razer from Logitech stuff, I was like, okay. I had a Logitech and keyboard, which I still actually have that one, and I still use it every now and then, like when I go up north to my families and stuff like that, and playing games or recording videos up there. When I bring my laptop with and just play off of that. So nothing bad to say about it, but just prefer the Razer stuff typically. But again, not too thrilled about it here lately with it, especially considering I had a, which granted was a very old mouse, the one that if any of you guys are on the channel, a lot of you guys are here on the channel since last summer, but you guys know that is that, yes, that is up to 7 now. You guys know that I had a mouse fail as well, but granted that one was like 8 years old or something like that or more. It just started double clicking also, which is kind of funny. That's like the same thing, same kind of similar issue with that. Also, I need to remember to pay the loans back because I definitely did not pay them before, but that's all right. So yeah, kind of funny how that's the similar same issue with that. I guess we'll order one more of those. It's probably gonna be too much, but that's fine. Also buying one extra of that, and that's on me on that one. But yeah, so anyways, kind of, oh, I completely skipped by that one. I'm not used to that being there. No. Yeah, so I don't know. I've checked out and seen some of the Steel series and the HyperX stuff, and I'm not a huge fan of like the kind of Swiss cheese design of the mouses and stuff like that they have, and I really like the lighting of Corsairs that they have, and like that's one of the things I was looking at some of the, or, I'm sorry, Razors, and that's some of the stuff I was looking at with the Corsair stuff, and it's like I don't know, I'm a huge like RGB fan. I think that things look kind of neat with them, and I like having a nice clean RGB setup, which that's one of the things that actually, another thing with this wireless mouse that I have, that's an older version because I have the newer version wired one that I picked up with my old one failed, and it's got like the little kind of halo light around, like underneath, like this is all lit up, so it's on your desk or your mouse pad, it's all nice and lit up like that. It looks pretty slick, pretty clean. So I don't know, just kind of my personal preference with that. It's been something I've liked, and because it's like the same with my headset stand and stuff like that. It all has the same RGB, and it obviously all connects through the Razer Chroma and stuff like that. So it's all very seamless and easy to go together. So I even have the same mouse pad, which that's actually one of the reasons why I need to replace it, because the RGB has gone out on it. I don't know why. All of a sudden one day it just stopped working on me pretty much. It lights up like right where the I guess like plug it, like block is, where it actually plugs in through the USB. Lights up like right there. Other than that, it doesn't really light up. So kind of waiting to see. There hasn't really been any new ones to come out from them, and like the one I have is kind of hard to find now, and so I think it's kind of older and obsolete, and I'm assuming that there's probably gonna be something new coming out at some point here. That was one good thing with the Corsair stuff, is they have a nice, like, massive one. They've actually got like it's like a 24 by 48, like an XL, like a 3XL mat or something like that. That's RGB also. So I was like, that would be something kind of cool to get with that if I did switch up. But that's about the only thing I actually really would like super want with their stuff. But yeah, so long story short, if I can get my old one that's still under warranty, R-Made, replaced under the warranty, then probably going to go ahead and do that instead. And almost purchased one of those. My finger even hit the key, but it somehow didn't actually click. Yeah, so probably end up sticking with what I had before, as long as, again, I can get a replacement. And if I get, because the one I just got actually is the exact same keyboard, it's just the different key switches. So if I could actually get one of those, and they wouldn't maybe send me, if they do replace the one, if they wouldn't replace it with the same exact one, that would be, because again, it's the same model, just different key switches. So that would be kind of nice if they'd give me that option potentially to do that. But I don't know. We'll see. See how things go with all that. I'll keep you guys updated, keep you guys in the loop on that if you're interested. So anyways, though, again, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, getting over the hump of the week. Hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and another day closer to the weekend, which actually, speaking of the weekend, guys, me and Rusty Champagne have been in cahoots you could say, talking again as usual. We talk now every few days or so, and yeah, we are going to be doing another collab stream here this Friday, at the same time, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, and it should be a fantastic time. We're leaning toward. We got a couple different games in mind that we're looking at doing, either potentially fast food simulator or a Paradise Beach sim, which Paradise Beach Simulator, which I just did a video here a few days ago on, and it just came out the other day. Or actually, did I just do a video on yesterday? Yeah, I think it was just yesterday, actually. And 2 days ago for you guys when you're watching this. But yeah, so either doing one of those, more than likely. But we will have a stream 100% for sure this Friday for you guys. So a few days out on that. So hope you guys, make sure to mark your calendars so you guys can make it. But it should be a fantastic time. I'm super looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. Make sure to bring your A game with that. Bring the popcorn. Bring all the snacks, because it's going to be a good time here. Another couple hour live stream for that, and should be, like I said, great time for that. And I'll once we get the game locked down, I'm actually just waiting on an answer from Rusty, because I'm good with either of them, but he has not played Paradise Beach Club yet. So we are seeing if once he plays that, if he's wanting to do that, or if we're going to keep it as fast food sim. But once we get that locked down, I will have a stream scheduled for you guys up on the channel, so you can also make sure to ring that notification bell on that. So if you guys are not subbed around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well, so you guys don't miss out on any of that in upcoming streams and everything. So anywho, got our bills paid, got all of our loans caught up and everything. Another 176 customers. One person couldn't find things. That's all right. It is what it is. We got the brand new fabric softener going up in price. Love seeing that. All the pricing should be good. Yeah, that is the brand new one, right? And yeah, everything's at 105%. Yeah, well, that's... Yeah, I guess that's a good price. Oh, no, you know what? Haha. I forgot to discount those. That is a problem. Completely forgot about that. That's alright. There's one day. We will go ahead and get open back up here. I'm still not used to the game having discounts and everything, so that's not something I'm looking, I guess, for when it comes to adding new items on in. Everything gets repriced automatically now with the auto pricing mod, so just really not even thinking about that. It's not on my radar to update the sales. But yeah, I should have recognized that we didn't have sale signs on any of that, so now we do. Everything's all good. That's all looking good with pricing. And yeah, should be all set and ready to go. We should have nothing on our crate, right? Yes, we are all good to go on that. Right? Yeah, we are good. Okay. So anyways, yeah, we're back. We're cheating it, as some of you guys like to say with that. And yeah, we're going to keep on rocking and rolling. We are still looking forward to the full release version of this game, guys. We are within hopefully a few days. That would be honestly really nice if we could get something here soon. Within a few days. I've got a couple things coming up. This weekend for stuff to be doing again as usual. But yeah, I'm sitting there thinking, I really don't want to be pre-recording stuff ahead of time, because we are within days to a week or so of the full release version coming out of this, so I don't really want to be pre-recording ahead of time too far, and then it's like, oh boy, we miss even a day of it. But yeah. All right. So anywho, sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye out for an email from Razer support. See if we can get an answer. Guessing it'll probably be a little bit before that though. So anywho, yeah. We're just going to keep on rolling here for today. Got some good videos lined up for you guys today. Got a game that we haven't checked out here for a little bit that's had a couple of updates to it, as well as actually a second video on a demo that we checked out here very recently, and I'm excited for it. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. The video's done pretty well on the channel, so it's one of the reasons why we're doing a second video on it. Typically, the demos we check out once, and it's a one-and-done thing until the full game comes out, but something like this, unless anything else pops up, honestly, the way to go. But anyways, there we are. For our first, at least our first checkout here for the day. Okay. Got my usual daily coffee now. Kind of been on the grind the last, honestly, few weeks. Just drinking coffee pretty much every day after I get home from work. Kind of gets me amped up for the recording session for the day. And yeah. All right, there we go. We got $1.60 for you, my guy. Appreciate it. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you here tomorrow. Or in a little bit when you're... Oh, yep, there he is. I was going to say when his twin brother is here. Always shopping. Always spending the money with us. Never go wrong with that, though. Okay, we got 92.10. There we are. Everything's all looking good there. With all of this. Actually, I want to take a look here real quick. I just came up with another idea for another emoji for the channel, actually. And I want to see... So YouTube's a little strange, guys. I don't, if you're unfamiliar with the whole membership system, YouTube memberships, you have specific emojis that we can use. You guys can use in comments and in live chats. And I'm limited to how many I can have based upon how many members we have as a channel. I kind of keep as many emojis as we can at all times with that. So unfortunately now I've just came up with another idea in my head for another emoji that for the members to use. And unfortunately, until we get more members here, I can't add any more. So we've already got our existing ones. I'm not going to get rid of the OG ones. We got our crocklets and the Hershey's crocklets, along with all the new ones I just created. Oop, not that. I want to see... Yeah, and then we got the pink croc. That's right, not forgot about that one, but I didn't remember if I had a name for that one at all. But yeah, it tells me that unfortunately I can't add any more on in until we get more channel members, which is fine. It is what it is. I actually want to take a look at how many more we need at how many you can make then with that. Yeah, it looks like for another emoji, we actually need 4 more members. So maybe after Friday, maybe after a few days or something like that. So if you guys have been thinking about joining or whatever, feel free to join. See if we can get us another emoji on in there for you guys to use. And yeah, I recently changed up the membership system. Link is in the channel description. If you guys are interested in joining, or there's the join button. I know I get comments from you guys every now and then asking like, hey, how do I join? Because for whatever reason, like on iPhone, it's not as easy. It doesn't just pop up in the YouTube app if you're actually on your phone, and it definitely doesn't pop up on your TV if you're watching on the big telly with that. So, like I said, it is linked either if you do have the join button on a computer, or if you're on Android, or if you're, again, on iPhone or your TV, just go to the channel description, where there will be the link in there, even on iOS mobile. Oh, we got an offer. Let's see, what do we have? We don't have enough. Dang it, that would actually be a really good one too. But that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna start, I guess, saving up. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. Also, what do we do next here? We've got 1 more license, and then we've got so many more expansions to go here. We've got, how many expansions now? At this point. Growth. Yeah, we still have 5 more, and this is all base vanilla stuff. The mod that adds more expansions adds up to 38. Section 38, if I'm not mistaken. So it adds so many expansions, or so many bits of growth to the store, which I wouldn't mind trying out. But again, not going to be getting the full game release by the time we get there anyways. We're going to be days out from getting all of the bits of growth anyways, so not too crazy concerned about that, but I definitely want to check some of those out here when after we get everything all on in here and filled on up, and especially when the full game is released. And who knows what mods and stuff like that, who knows what's going to be in the base game too. Really curious to see what else is going to be changed or added on into the game when that full release happens here. And it's days away, guys, so we are not far on that, which it's looming upon us, and I'm excited for it. I really am. But anywho, let's go ahead and get all this stuff. How do we still have an extra one of these? How have we not sold barely any of that? That's mind-blowing to me. But anyways, let's head on down the road again to our next store here. Okay. So this keyboard still does that too. Where like I click the spacebar to jump, and sometimes it just doesn't jump. It's That's right. Gotta remember to be looking off behind us now, too, when we first walk in the door, because now we actually have an item there. And for this entire time, we have not had one. So, gotten very used to just walking straight in, going right to that one. Right there. Also, again, I don't know why I'm buying that. But that's alright. Didn't buy too much of it, luckily. Got a couple of those, couple of these. Couple of those. Oh no. Bought one too many of those also. Not that it's a huge deal. We're going to be saving up for another... at least another 2 episodes worth now after this. And if we do the next license, it's 60,000 for that. So it's going to be 2 full episodes before we get the new license if we do that. Or it's obviously going to be a little longer than that for the bit of growth for the store, which who knows by the time that happens, maybe we'll have the full version of the game out by then. So we might want to save some cash up for that too, just in case, but I don't really know what's all going to happen. The only thing that might be added with the full game, it might just be like a normal update where we're going to get the city delivery, which has been told that's what the next update is going to include. So that is what is going to be upon us here very soon with that. But yeah, so don't really know if it's going to be just that, and if it is, what kind of expenses are we going to need to incur with that? Is it going to be some kind of... Oops. Whoops. Oh, well. Is it going to... Actually, that was pretty expensive. Is it going to be some sort of startup cost? We obviously already have the truck, so we shouldn't really need any extra startup costs with that. I think at that point, too, once we start getting with some of the city deliveries, we're going to end up hiring a cashier to run our register. And then we're just going to be off doing what we do with this stuff, as well as the city deliveries. And that's going to be our life in this game. Hopefully that's going to help us earn even more cash, too. Which, actually, I just remembered now at that point, we're probably going to have to know where and what is in our storage room, too. Because we're probably going to have to go and grab boxes of things or something. Or maybe we can just grab stuff off the shelves, too. That could be potentially a thing with that. Maybe that's what will happen. I don't really know. That's probably the more likely case. So actually we might be alright, but I was gonna... Like I said, we might need to learn our storage room a bit more instead. I don't really know. We will see. Almost bought too many of those. I mean, technically I did, but we're alright still. We are good there. We're good there. We are all good right there. One there. One there. Good there. And one there. Need one there, and we are still good there. Okay. So we should be all set with most of the store here. Just a few more things to purchase on up, and not too bad. Got just these 2 islands to go through. And we'll be on our way over to the final store. Final wholesale market. One there, and none there. Alright, one of each of those, and then just one of that, and we are all set. Ready to go. We've honestly made a decent amount of cash here today, so we're going to end today's episode off with at least like 16,000 or so, give or take. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. But it's be somewhere right around that. Which I guess, granted, we only spent an extra, like, 2,500 or so more than we had to begin with. So I guess that technically about lines up, I guess, with that. About that, roughly that 10K-ish per day on average, give or take. It's sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. I don't know why I stopped off at that, but it's alright. Good there. We're still good there. One of those, and just a bit of these. Okay, there we go. Look at all that. We got 19 ones. That means we'll be left off with about 17 and a half. So about 20, yeah, actually about 20 that we made technically today. So about 10K a day on average. Not too bad. Again, we overspent about 2,500 before. 173 customers. I feel like our customer count actually is going down. I really don't understand why, but it just feels like that's the case. Yeah, 17.4. And again, now we're either working towards 65 for our next license there, which means we're about 50K away on that, which yeah is about two to three episodes, give or take, and then either that or 102, which we're what 85,000 away on that. So yeah, that's going to be four videos or so for that one after this point. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where everything goes, how things go, what you guys want to see as well with that. I'm really not too sure. Kind of base it off of that and go from there with things. So we'll get our old dog food on in here. Right there. And then we should be about all set and ready to go. Go ahead and open up that. Gonna wait on our guy to get back out here so they don't have any issues when I come reload back into the game. But yeah, guys, that is gonna do it for this one. So if you guys have any suggestions for the store on any of it, honestly, let me know in the comments. And but yeah, honestly, I'm loving the way all this is looking. We've got everything just filled out like so nicely. We technically have like another half shelf worth here that we could add on in, or a fridge, or a small freezer. One of the three with all of that. And technically, we have a little bit of extra space too. We've got, yes, these are all extra, so that technically we have a full shelf for that. And I think that's it. I think the rest of this is all actual items. I don't think we're missing anything else. And then with our other license here, that gets us, oh, kegs, that's going to be a full, I think we have a half shelf for those also right now. Yeah, that's going to be a half shelf for that alone, so that would fill out that space. Plus, we've got the various wines that would take up another half for those two, plus another half, plus another. Yeah, so one full shelf for those, so 1.5. So about 2 full shelves we need for that, realistically, which we have enough room in here currently for about 1. Again, if we were to ditch these out of there, as well as getting that one added in there, and then we'd be about a shelf short, which isn't terrible, honestly. We could honestly try to figure out some way of squeezing a bit more in, or we just add in this next expansion, which I'm pretty sure drops down these walls back here. So that's kind of probably what I'm leaning towards more. But again, let me know in the comments on what you guys want to see, what y'all think we should do with that, because I'm not too sure. And obviously, we could back these down a little bit, which actually would get us another half shelf, which would almost be about perfect, actually. That'd be about exactly what we need, pretty much. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But if you guys did enjoy this, drop a like in the video, show it some love in sports. And if you guys are new around here checking this out, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you guys don't miss out on any videos that we are doing here. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.